mo. Woli sabi ni gwe mo biliano. Kulio bilio. Chukwo kikabiama. Boro na nyaga. Kulio bilio. Chukwo kikabiama. Boro na nyaga. Kulio bilisienu. Chukwo kikabiama. Pusiere na nyaga. Kulio bilienu. Chukwo kikabiama. Pusiere na nyaga. Maximum respect to my own diluted leader, Prophet Mazinandekano. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, go to the bushes now, they're everywhere, kidnapping and killing people every day, raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in their front line. Hey God, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chimo, dividing and ruling we anyhow, as if you are not human being. My God, abducting and killing Biafra every day, and the whole world watch, the whole world they see. Kulio, Chukwo kikabiama. Kulio, Chukwo kikabiama. Corona nyaga. What causes the problem? Ebubeli mama, Kulio. But you're about to make a pillow. But it's happening for Kulio, Chukwo kikabiama. They splitted us just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He go down, we are one. He shone it back, we are one people. The robo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabari and Igbo, we are one. He said, he go down, we are one. He shone it back, we are one people. Urobo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabari and Igbo, we are one people. They splitted us, just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama, they rape our wives, they rape our girls, they rape our sisters, raping even our children, raping their car with the concealant to women with the top and they die. Small. Chukwo kikabiama. Chukwo kikabiama. Corona nyaga. Chukwo kikabiama. Corona nyaga. Chukwo kikabiama. Corona nyaga. Go to the one nation. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up, Biafra nation. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up, go to the one nation. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up, Biafra nation. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up, Massimo Durani Labasien, Mohamadike Durani Labasien. I want to worship in the golden altar. You said you are going to build in Aratuku. We are all the Biafrans, we gather together to worship Him, the Elohim. We are all the Biafrans, we gather together to worship Him in one accord. We are all the Biafrans around the world, we gather together to
you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
The spirit of Biafra, who led freedom the canon, get it for melon. I chip on one nanyasi, get it for melon. One chile, one get it for melon. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for melon. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha, get it for melon. I chip on one nanyasi, get it for melon. One chile, one get it for melani. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for melon. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha. All the things to do, we could think of what he told us. Now we should have ability to reason. They started to create division among us. Hey, take our resources and left us fighting. I'm more Biafran than you are. I'm oath member than you are. Biafrans Biko Chitapa. Abaipa Furunevika. I'm more Biafrans than you are. I'm oath member than you are. Biafrans Biko Chitapa. Abaipa Furunevika. Get it for me now. I chibon one nanyasi. Get it for me now. One chile, one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha, get it for me. I chibon one anyasi, get it for me. One chile, one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta kwa nakaya diocha. Ofonogu koji eteje. Aruneme nobodo koji eti ututu nanyasi. Afufu nata akwa makobi wane. Arire bwanu mo Biafra kuyenu. Ode chinjinji akodo kwanye kaji. Anye nosi chichichi. Kanye kulie no my people. Get it for me. I chibon one nanyasi. Get it for me. One chile one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi. Get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha. Get it for me. I chibon one nanyasi. Get it for me. One chile one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi. Get it for me. anyị chetakwa n'aka ya dị ọcha. Only ask for freedom of indigenous people, they want to kill you. Chukwu okike biko do, they want to kill you. Osemele nuwo, kedi fomelo. Aichi on wananyasi, kedi fomelo. Wane chire wane ya, kedi fomelo. Onye ndu nebe anya nachi, kedi fomelo. Kanyi cheta n'aka ya dị ọcha, kedi fomelo. Aichi on wananyasi, kedi fomelo. Wane chire wane ya, kedi fomelo anyi. Onye ndu nebe anya nachi, kedi fomelo. Kanyi cheta kwa n'aka ya dị ọcha. Mazina mdikano amuma gemetu wodo.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing.
We are Biafra, nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land that is full of natural resources. We then divided us during colonization. No.
From the office of Prime Minister of Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, urgently notify everyone living in Biafra land to observe the 3-day sit at home, which will start on the 8th of May to the 11th of May for the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS dungeon. As their court ordered, the purpose is to protest in a civil disobedience against Nigeria government, who has constantly violated their law by refusing to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Failure to do this before the 29th of May for Nigerians' inauguration of their vice and presidential inauguration ceremony will attract a grave consequence from Biafrans all over the world. We the Biafran people unanimously reject in strong terms and with every arms available to us in order to withstand any further activities of Nigerian states across Biafra territory going forward. Therefore, every Biafran is advised to adhere to this announcement to save your life and that of your family. Biafra Media Warriors brings you this message.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
friend. Nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land that is full of natural resources. Pretend divided us during colonization. No.
From the office of Prime Minister of Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, urgently notify everyone living in Biafra land to observe the 3-day sit at home, which will start on the 8th of May to the 11th of May for the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS dungeon. As their court ordered, the purpose is to protest in a civil disobedience against Nigeria government, who has constantly violated their law by refusing to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Failure to do this before the 29th of May for Nigerians' inauguration of their vice and presidential inauguration ceremony will attract a grave consequence from Biafrans all over the world. We the Biafran people unanimously reject in strong terms and with every arms available to us in order to withstand any further activities of Nigerian states across Biafra territory going forward. Therefore, every Biafran is advised to adhere to this announcement to save your life and that of your family. Biafra Media Warriors brings you this message.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. This is Biafran Freedom Voice TV. This is your brother Gaddafi of Biafra. As you can see, there's a lot of goodies we want to bring to you. Please, brothers and sisters that are listening to us, that are here, before we start, I would like you to invite your friends and loved ones. I want you to begin to share this program because we have a lot to talk about. From time to time, we'll be bringing you security details, security informations, things that are happening in the Biafra land. We'll begin to bring them to you for you to know
for you to be informed. Like what is going on now, everybody need to hear about it. There's something that are going on in Biafra land today. We receive a security alert. Let me read it. I will read it to you. I'll read it to you. The happenings that are going on in Biafra land, what people are doing, the silent massacre that are going on against the Biafran people. Please, before we start, I would like you to share. When you share, you're not doing me a favor. When you share, you're not doing me a favor. You are only doing your brother favor. You are doing your sister favor. You are sharing to keep them informed. So you are sharing it to save life. You are sharing it to keep your brothers and sisters informed. You know, when you be careful, you will not be a victim. That is why we are here. And we have many things to talk about as well. As you can see, the title of this message, King Charles, the British government, they said they want to apologize to Biafran people, the atrocity they committed in 1967 to 70s, and also a compensation. That is why we are here today. What we want is Biafra, not the compensation we want is Biafra. The compensation we want is not cash, is not money, because when you give us cash, our politicians, our governors are going to pocket it. We don't want this, your compensation. What we really want is Biafra. Biafra is something that people on the street is going to benefit. So we are using this opportunity to tell the King Charles III that we don't need any other form of compensation different from Biafran exit from the evil forest called Nigeria. So that is why we are here to send a strong message as the Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people has said, has tweeted, and has written to Charles, this is the King Charles III, that we don't need any form of compensation or any form of apology short from Biafra. And as you can see, they see how serious we are. Our leader used to say we are fanatical about this Biafra. They've seen how mad we are, and we are madder than the madness itself. You know, when somebody is mad, you call it mad. But we are the thing that caused the madness. So the stronger power that empowers the mad itself. They've seen that Biafran people are resolved. We are not like those that were before us. We, the new generation, where this beautiful queen is involved. Oh, baby, you too fine this time. Oh. Look, are you a Biafran? Oh, Chicago Biafra. How are you? Please, before we proceed, I want you to pay your channel and encourage everybody to share. We are broadcasting live in Twitter space, live in Facebook, live in Biafra Freedom Voice TV. We are also broadcasting live on Gaddafi of Biafra TV as well. So what we are doing here is to deliver a message to King Charles that we don't want any compensation short of Biafran freedom, Biafran nation. So my sister Obi, can you, I don't know if you're in position to speak to Biafran people.
All right, Biafra. Gaddafi, thank you. Thank you, Biafras. Everywhere you are seeing us, please like it and share it. We want to tell King Charles and all those British Empire, whatever they call themselves, that no amount of apology will bring back the 10 million lives they connive with Fulani to buy in Biafra land. More than over 10 million Biafrans were killed by this same useless set of people, the British. And The time is now. We don't need apology. We don't need compensation, because no compensation or no apology will bring back the lives of our loved ones. We don't care. What we want is Biafra referendum now. Biafra and Nigeria have expired. When his grandfather or whatever created that Nigeria, they said, if it is 100 years and it's not working, that they should disintegrate. It's over 2014 that 100 years came and passed. This is 2023, and they are still milking Africans, not only Nigeria, not only Biafra land, many African countries. Our leader told you that Biafra restoration is going to free many African countries, not only Nigeria, not only the Biafran people, the Yorubas, the Oduduwa. We are going home. We don't need any apology. They should keep the apology in their pocket, because they are not going to bring isi okuzo haburu. All the omenan, all our gold, all the things they took from Edo kingdom, all the isi mmonwa I have, because most of them are in America here. Nigeria na-eme tourist attraction. Turn abunye unu Jesus. Na ọ na-egwu unu na Jesus na-egwu ya na ọ na-arụ onwe ha. Only Bible ka enwere ihe translate to our language. Sciences, engineer, any other things that made China today what they are. Other countries learn their language, their school, mathematics in their language, English in their language, engineering in their language. Only Bible ka ha buru bunye ụmụnne m akpọdo isi ebe ha na-anwụ. Saa onye ọbụla brain ma mma mmadụ. Ọ kịta ka m nwetebere onwe m. Asị gị ọ na-eche nna nna anyị akwụ na line, ha echegide na baa n'ini. Ndị ha hapụrụ abaa n'ini, a na-eche Jizọs. Anyị nwapụtakwa na-akwado ịba n'ini ebe a na-eche Jizọs. Ọ Jizọs ga-alụrụ gị factory. Ọ Jizọs ga-akụziri gị injiniarin. Ọ Jizọs kedu ihe ọ ga-emere gị? Biko ha bụrụ na ọ bụghị ndị ancestors anyị bụ problem anyị. Problem anyị bụ bad governance. Problem anyị bụ ndị nwa bunyere anyị dis ukwu ihe mmadụ ahụbeghị anya, onwe onye ma ebe n'igwe nwadị. Ọ dị ojide ọcha, ọ bịagara ama ha. Akpọ ya Jizọs. Ngwa ose etigo, ha bụrụ Jizọs ha hapụrụ anyị ka anyị ji aka anyị kunite. Anyị ga-adị by 10 years obodo anyị ga-amakarị be ha. 10 years, 5 years, 10 years obodo anyị ga-amakarị America sef. Makwa ihe anyị nwere. They have accepted they killed us. They have accepted what they did to us. That is why they connive with the government of Fulani to remove history from our schools, so that our people, our children will not know what they did. But guess what? I aka ya advocate here, but also ya zo n'ime mkpume, anyị na advocate here from the mkpume. Anyị ejiga aka anyị na-asaghị anya anyị by force. So we are going home. We don't need any apology. They have seen that Biafra is going. The fresh, the Biafra, that's why their mother cannot take it. Chineke ga-akpụ ya ọkụ ebe ọnụ. Ketekpa ya adọwe ya agba. And onye ọzọ tile aka ga-anwụ maka Charles the third and the 100. We don't care. What we need is Biafra referendum. We don't need apology. Keep your apology to your pocket. Keep your compensation to your pocket. Smart people everywhere.
Thank you. You know, and as we proceed, we always remind you about the sit at home that will start from 8th to 11th. As we proceed, we keep remembering you. And what we are here to discuss about is that we don't need any compensation. Now, the British has admitted that what they did was atrocity. Let me tell you, you people are just counting 10 million. Since 1967 to date, if they were 10 million, if 10 million people were alive, do you think they would be stagnant on 10 million? No. This 10 million would have multiplied to 100 million. So when you are given the statistics of the killing, the massacre that the Britain massacred the Biafran people. Me, Gaddafi, I don't call it 10 million. I call it 100 million souls. Because just imagine that one person give birth to 5. One person give birth to 5. Some give 2. Some 1. Some don't. Some 10. You can see, multiply it by these 10 million people. You will see that what these people kill is over 100 million. Yes. For 50 years, just check the census that they count the space of 50 years or 60 years, at case may be. You can see the very big difference. The margin will be so high. These are the things that these British destroy. My family was involved. This thing I'm telling you, my own family was involved. That's why I'm here. I'm not here because anybody invited me. I'm here for a revenge of my brothers and sisters, my cousins that lost their life during the war. So there's one of my brother, my mother told me that she already threw that guy away. Some parents were throwing away their children. I'm telling you. Some parents, if you have a child that you cry, you can see that they will kill the child to save the life of the rest. You can see the kind of blood that were poured in our land. Still, they've come today. They wake up from their sleep today. If Prince Charles, if King Charles know all this one, during the time of the mother, why didn't him tell the mother that this is bad, that this is atrocity? So thank God he has admitted today that what they did was atrocity. What they committed was atrocity against the Biafran people. Now that they know, I think the right compensation is to let the Biafran people go. Let the Biafran people have their freedom. Let the Biafran people to stand and said, that your nation you died for, or you take it. That is the only good name that King Charles can bring. That's the only good name we will accept. That's the only compensation we will accept. Anything short of this compensation is unacceptable, as the Prime Minister has said. The Prime Minister of Biafra government has written to the Prince Charles that we are not going to take any compensation or any apology short of Biafra exit. So in this case, that's why we are here today, to send this same message in accordance with the directive of the Prime Minister of Biafran government, the Biafran Republic, to tell the British, at least we are broadcasting on the Twitter space, they can hear us. Please, if you are watching us from the Twitter space, I would like you to keep sharing this program. Keep sharing it wherever you are watching us from. Is it Facebook or YouTube? Anywhere you are, keep sharing it. We have to spread this message to the world. Let me tell you, the world doesn't know what we are going through. The world don't know. And I begin to ask myself, a man from US had the kind of maltreat Biafran people. He burned up himself. He set himself ablaze. A man that is not a Biafran. And you who call yourself a Biafran, your business is to be killing your fellow volunteer. You think you are doing Mazi Simon. You think you are doing Autopilot. Remember that no sinner will go unpunished in this Biafran struggle. No killer, no murderer will go unpunished. I am giving you assurance. The law will catch up with you. Nobody who wasted, like what China Sanwo-Olu does. China Sanwo-Olu has buried some Biafrans alive at his command. So what we are trying to let you know is that what we want is Biafra. Anybody who claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and come back to stand against our seat at home, that person, evil snake will bite you. Desert snake will bite you. Any human being who rise up to stand against this sit at home. Some Ifule said they need food before they will sit at home. They need people to provide them food. By the time we declare war now, you will tell me whether you will not move on. You will tell me if you cannot move on. Because we are not looking at anybody's face this time. For those people that are nagging and talking behind, we are no longer in the time of miscreant, the time they address us as miscreant. We are now in the place of PhD in this agitation. In this Biafra restoration, we are now in the place of PhD, doctorate. The final stage, that's where we are. We are no longer into kindergarten, where one bat will just come out from the dark place and start coming. It will come to the social media to make noise. No, we are no longer in that era. This is the era of new dimension. And I want us to discuss today, my sister, Obi, the king of the new dimension. Who is the really king of the new dimension? You can see in olden days, when the people that were before us, the Nzama group of companies, when they speak like this, the Gota media, Zoo Gota media always address them as miscreants. Miscreants. If you go to the website of the Biafran Republic Government in Exile, you see timbers and caliber. You see calibers of men and women that have brought themselves. They are not a shadow. They are not shadow. They are not behind the scene. They are not underground. They are the surface. They show their face. We all agree to mortgage our freedom. Yeah, some of you sneak home, go to zoo because nobody know your face. Nobody. If you are agitating for Biafra, show us yourself. This is the time to show. You can see the beautiful face of my sister Obe Obegeliako, Chicago Obe of Biafra. You understand? You can see her face. You can see the face of our Honorable Minister, Mazi Sonny Akbarawa. You can see the face of Raphael, General Vam. I don't call him pastor because pastor has disappointed us in many ways. Now we address him as General Vam, not pastor. Because all the pastor where I see, even that pastor where in face get burned. The one face, that roasted plantain face pastor. And that one call himself pastor. Even that one too is. In fact, I want to call the Church of God Mission to come and carry their brother, their pastor. You know, that one way, that plantain face, roasted plantain face, you know, say he's a member of Church of God Mission. It's a disgrace to Idahosa. Wherever Idahosa is today, Idahosa will be swearing for this plantain bomb face. So they know themselves. The people I'm talking to know themselves. You understand? From Church of God Mission is a disgrace. And I think Church of God Mission will call him to order. And maybe people don't know that he's a member of Church of God Mission. Now I am telling the Biafran people that roasted plantain face is a member of Church of God, associate pastor, not even a real pastor. Maybe that's why they don't talk to him, because he's not even a real pastor. So what I'm trying to say is that we are discussing, we want to tell you the king of new dimension. You know, in every time in people's life, generation comes and go. Another generation comes and go. Another generation comes and go. But let me tell you, there are three types of people. Three set of people in this our struggle that exist in this life. First set of people are the people like our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, like his cabinet members, like every ministers that serving Biafran Republic government in exile. Everybody that are serving in Autopilot, that believe the vision of Autopilot, those people are the first set. They call them the people that make things happen. Like this, our media team. We are not much, but the world hear our voice. We sound well. If we are speaker, we are JBL. So we sound well. This little media team and media personnel you see have done mighty works. We have destroyed the giants. We demolished the Goliaths. We are those set of people that our leader Mazin Nandekano said, Simon Ekpa demolished those Okoko. They are the Okokos. So Simon Ekpa demolished this set of people. First set I'm trying to explain to you, the set of people that make things happen. Second set are the people that are standing beside now. People like Emma Wale, you know, the computer guru in US. Some of these timber and calibers from Biafra land that's capable and well able to move this ministry forward. They are watching to see how we will fail or how we will succeed. They are the second set of people that exist on this earth. The people that watch things happen. Where we play, if they show, then they see. These are the first set play the music. The second set of people see. Those that watch things happen. You can see stage by stage, step by step, office by office. Bible say precept upon precept, setting up things in a classical way. So these are the first set of people that make things happen. You can see how we have demolished the zoo, that the zoo is crying here and there. Oh my God, somebody is here. Please, the Honorable Minister. Sorry, I did not see you on time, my brother. Sorry. Honorable Minister, you are welcome. You are highly welcome. Please, when you take your seat, I will invite you to speak to Biafran people. So, like I was saying, you can see the second set of people are this set of people that are watch things happen. Please, wherever you're watching from, please pay your station, pay your channel, so that the Biafran people will learn from us. First of all our visitors that are watching us, Eunice Uchechi, I thank you. Yes, all we want is Biafra, total freedom. Yes. Eunice Uchechi, I cite you. And also is it Dada? Please, if I don't call your name, well, no vessel. Dada, I cite you. Anyone, I can only see you when you comment. If you don't comment, I won't see you. So, like I was saying, Friday Peters, you are my regular. Regular. The only person I never see is Nicholas. Usamaka Nicholas. Thank you. Amy, I cite you. Usamaka Nicholas, you are here. I said it. I cite you. Thank you for coming. Like I was saying, you know, my sister, like I was saying, their first, I hope you pay your channel, my sister Obi. Now, there's the three.
You know they block my channel. I'm using the block of Biafra Team Biafra. I know viewers will be looking for me. The channel I am in now is Obiageriako Biafra. That is my, Biafra in Igbo. Obiageriako Biafra. That is my page now, the one I'm using for now. They block my Biafra Team Biafra.
Amy, Sammy, I am fine. I am double fine. I am double fine. Just that it was well, but I am fine. I am double fine. So, like I was trying to explain, the three set of people. First, the people that make things happen. Second, the people that watch things happen. The third, do you know the third people? The backbiters. The people that carry the story. Sometimes they carry the story and get to the road and turn it upside down. They are the third class of people in this life that exist, that are still existing in this life. You understand? The first set, people that make things happen. Second, people that watch things happen. Third, the people that carry the story. These are the three class of people that exist on this earth. And ask yourself, in this Biafran struggle, who are you? My sister Obi, use 2 minutes and tell the Biafran people, who are you? Are you among the people that make things happen? Or you among the people that watch things happen? Or the people that carry the story? Before you know it, they are backbatters that's always at the back. You know, they are the third class, the agenda. You know those days when we are selling our krika, we call this, when we call first grade, second grade, and the last one we call it agenda. those agenda we use them as rag, which are the the third set of people.
Okay.
So tell the Biafra people, who are you? Which class do you fall? Are you among the people that telling the story, or people watch things happen? But I know Biafran people can answer you. From the comment section, please, you can as well also contribute by telling us which class do you fall into. Fire with your 2 minutes, please.
Biafrans all over the world. Honorable Minister Abarawa Soni, I see you. Thank you, Gaddafi. Thank you, viewers. I'm not hiding my face. This is the face of Ada Biafra from Chicago. We know they too. We know they too. We are the game changer. Anyị so ha na ndị eji achịkọta ekwe ọnụ mbanụ. You viewers, iso n'ihe a na-eme ka m gụọrọ unu egwu. Aham dị na ya. My name, your name must be there. My name, your name, our name must be there. In the book of Biafra, our name must be there. Aha anyị kwesịrị ịdị, ọ ga-adị na tia. Ma gị onye na onye na-like ya, onye na-share, onye na-subscribe, onye na-comment, all of us, our name, I so na ndị ma onye na-eme sit at home, ha bụ number one, ha na ESN, they are number one. It's not easy to sit at home, one. But because our leader started it, we have Nsala Day, we have Obona Day. Our leader will always tell you, sit at home. We must not hear ndanda urianu. Uwezo kesino urianu. Enoro urianu. We must sit at home. If you want freedom, you must share flyers of ESN fundraising. If you cannot contribute your comment under it, we notify somebody who might even give us 10 zillion naira, $100 zillion, 10 zillion euro. It is because of us, me and you, all of us here, that is making Elizabeth group of PLC, King Harry or Ndimkurumiri in London to start talking about us. Oh, that is why they are talking about apologizing and compensating their dead mother, not us. No amount of compensation or apology will reverse the lives of Biafrans killed till today, since 1960 till today. No amount will bring back the souls, the lives, will put them back as human beings. So what are we saying? We move, Clement. Yes, aha idea. I saw a game changer. You commenting, you liking it, you sharing, you whatever you are doing, you that is subscribing to our YouTube channel, following us, even when they block us, some people will still find a way to look for where is Ada Biafra from Chicago. I can't see her again. Team Biafra, Obi Biafra, Team Biafra, they blocked it. Some people still trace and see Obiageria to Biafra and know that the face is that face of Ada Biafra from Chicago. They still subscribe even without anybody telling you. They still follow me. They still go to Twitter and be following us. Our names must be there. That is why I tell people, even if it is $1 you have to contribute in ESN fundraising, keep that your receipt. Tomorrow, we are all the people that made it happen, no matter how little. No evidence. No any Vicent. Or you have evidence. My mother used to call it any Vicent. Any Vicent again. Evidence again. That is your evidence. Do something. That is why when they block my YouTube, it pain me, because that is where I want to show my children tomorrow that this is what I did for Biafra people. But even if they block it, I will open another one. I don't care. We must go home. I'm not here because Ihuma Amaka, I am beautiful, I am gorgeous, or I know how to speak, or I know how to talk, or I went to school. No. Many people that went to school today that know how to talk today, they are busy in doing skit. They are busy in doing something that is irrelevant for your freedom. They have million people in their pages, but they don't care about your life. Some of them have visa. So my brothers and sisters, aham must be there. Your name, my name, our name must be there. Our name, your name, my name must be there. In the book of Biafra, our name must be there. Thank you.
God bless you. Sonny, the Honorable Minister, Sonny Agbarawa, your friend, Blessing Order, said, Blessing Order. And I like this, your name, or you could smell well, Blessing. Ah, I beg you could give me some. Blessing, good order. So, Sonny, please show yourself so that you take over the mic. And what we're trying to tell the Biafran people is to let them know the dangers ahead and let them know where we are heading to. That is why we are here. And the most important thing is about our sit at home. Our sit at home is coming up 8th, and any human being that give counter order on this our sit at home should be stoned. It's supposed to be stoned. If I say it's, if you YouTube want to block. If you block, we open another one. If you too much to stop us, we leave your YouTube for you. We are fighting for our life. You are living, the owner of YouTube and Facebook and whatever, they are living comfortable life, enjoying the suffering of other, the freedom that others have gotten from them. Yeah, Kingsley, you know they live for moon. Oh, I know they for moon. You know, say my name now, Kingsley. Kingsley, take your time. Why are you saying you are watching from the moon? Kingsley, take your time or not spoil my name. Or. So, like I was saying, what we are trying to let Biafran people know, and please, as I'm displaying your comment, is a way to say you are welcome. Please, if I never call your name, no verse for me, I will reach your side. Joseph Ifine, you are welcome. Please, I want you to keep sharing this. We move. Clement, we move. And all hail Biafra. Chichi, blessing our own Chichi, Chichi Ogwegu. Chichi Ogwegu, you are welcome to this evening service. You are welcome. You are highly welcome. I'm trying to welcome each and every one of you that are here as we move. You know, like we used to say, our sit at home comes from 8th to 11th. 3 days sit at home. 3 days. You must observe it. No cockroach must fly. If you claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether you call yourself POS or you call yourself fallen demon, that you claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you come up to counter this sit-at-home order, you are worse than the worst itself. You are worse than even, you know, when someone is worse than Satan or even demon, that means you are worse than the worst itself. So we are trying to tell the Prince Charles or King Charles the third that we don't need any compensation that is not freedom of Biafra. We don't need that. Any compensation you want to compensate us that is not the freedom of Biafra, please keep it. We don't need them. Keep it, we don't need them. Somebody is here. Somebody is here. The generals are in the house. Please show yourself.
Good evening.
Oh man, your network, your network. Emmanuel Oremijus, the giant in the media. Wahala Deo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you. You know, the Biafra, the King of England has admitted that what they did in 1967 to 1970 was atrocity, that they want to apologize and compensate. And we are trying to let them know that the only compensation we want is Biafra. Only apology we want is Biafra. Those atrocities they committed, those people that die, they must not die for nothing. And over our dead body, we really accept anything short of Biafra, because their death can never be in vain, whether they like it or they leave it. Oh, the Grand Commander himself is here. The Grand Commander himself. Let me just calm down. Let us bring our brother. Let me just hold on. You will mute yourself. I will give you mic after our honorable minister. You know, they say give honor to whom honor is due to. So, honorable minister, you are welcome. You know.
They were Mazi Gaddafi. They were honorable minister Gaddafi. I salute you. I salute Obi Biafra that I saw there. I salute Mazi Reminus. I salute all Biafrans all over the world. And we are happy to join you guys again after a rough day. King Charles should understand that there is no compensation of any kind and no apology of any kind will bring back our brothers and sisters that were massacred. Over 6 million children were destroyed. Generations were gone. History were written with blood, cannot be erased with ink. History that were written with blood cannot be erased with ink and mere commodities and mere thoughts. The only thing that can erase that history, which can never be, the only thing that can peddle our mind into believing that we still have hope of existence is the restoration of Biafra. It is the referendum that we seek. It is the freedom of all man from one Nigeria that has been contracted. Because when you look at how we came to 1966 to 1970 genocide and massacre, it was not all about us, the Biafrans. It was all about the entirety of the different ethnicities that were contracted together against their will in one Nigeria. So, the January 15 coup of 1966 was to stop the corrupt and the unending hegemonic tendencies and the colonization agenda, which was already on ground to consume the lives of everybody. we had to fight to save the lives of other people, to stop what was to come. At the end of the day, they turn it at us to destroy only the Biafran people. Today, it still continues. And as we speak, Alaba market, Alaba international market fire ongoing. And the government of the day are now covering up. Oh, it was not fire that got the market, that they actually went to go and dislodge criminals, that they set fire on the place where criminals were lodging. How can you listen to something of this kind and then you keep your head on? So who are the accomplices of this King Charles? Your country and your parliament and your family enjoys the blood of Biafrans. That crown that you sit, that throne, that palace, everything made up of it is from Africa. These people that are being massacred today in Sudan, being massacred today in Biafra land, being massacred today in one Nigeria, and all over the African territories. Their blood are what makes that palace, that parliament of UK, to be useful. You people enmark the wealth of UK, British Empire, with the blood and the souls and everything that has to do with the African slaves. You pick human beings, you turn them to commodities, you exchange them for oil and gas, you exchange them for gold and diamond, you exchange them for bitumen, you exchange them for silver, you exchange them for all the hard minerals and natural resources you could ever think of. Above all, you still use them as sex slaves. You still use them to build the empire of UK. You keep them on the ground, you lay your foot on them as carpet while you walk past. Mr. Lynch had to even give an advice on how you people can be able to manipulate the mindset of the African people, to keep them in perpetual slavery, to make them to see themselves as their own enemies and not to see you as the real enemies. They gave you ethics and standards of how to keep the slaves in Africa that you bring to be comfortable by giving them what they need in a petty way so that they will always be comfortable. When you see them seek for freedom, you use something to entice them and to blindfold them into believing that it is not all about the freedom, that what they should do is to continue to bow down to the West so that the West will continue to dominate their entire generations and they will never see the light of the day. That crown speaks of the gold and the diamonds that comes from South Africa. That crown has everything in Africa. The pillars and the doors, the marbles in that very palace has everything from Africa. How can, in this 21st century, a king or a prince of a child of a kind, as the name implies, comes out boldly in 21st century to say, we admit the atrocities committed to you and your generations, the over 6 million that you people supplied weapons. You use air, land, and sea to make sure you landlock everywhere so that children, women, and men will die of starvation. The instruction that little boys of the age of 3 and above should be lined up in every provinces of Biafra land when they started the genocide and then fired, shoot them to ashes, shoot them to anything that they will look like. That order did not come from heaven. That order came from the British Council that was giving the instruction of how the massacre of the Biafran people need to be carried out. Gowon implemented it as it was enunciated to him. We can see the difference and the similarities and the disparities in where? In the Katunalian of this very generation. Katunalian was not a prime minister then in 1970, but it was Aaron Wilson that supervised and made sure the genocide and the massacre was carried out. But today, in our own time, we have seen Katunalian aiding and abetting all these massacres that goes on in the entirety of one Nigeria, and especially in Biafra land. So what makes the difference? So Prince Charles or King Charles, if you were a child then, or if you were not in the crown, or you were not in the secretary then, there is nothing that is different from what you have said that your predecessors have not said before. For you to open your mouth and then tell the Biafran people to their faces, I admit that I massacred you, I murdered you, I destroyed your lives and generations. Now I want to come and compensate you.
Mm.
Can I say that to the face of his father or his mother, that I raped your mother, I destroyed you, I picked you as slaves, I picked everything that you had, but yet in your very before now, I am telling you that I want to compensate you for destroying you. What you should rather be talking about is, I'm begging you to forgive me and tell me how I can erase this error. You should be asking me, tell me how I can erase this error that I have committed against your generation. Then I will now open my mouth and tell you, okay, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. But we can see that you are inadvertently giving us another order and making us to still see that you are still dominating us at this very time. Telling us to our faces, I want to compensate you with money. Hey! Hello, Mero.
Insult.
Insult upon the death of over 6 million.
Just like where the Southeast governors told DOS to cancel sit at home.
Hey.
Things that benefit them and give them 40 million.
Put everybody on the screen. Put everybody on the screen.
Okay. There's somebody here. There's somebody here. His name is the Reminus Juice. Reminus Juice, you have the mic. Please fire, introduce yourself, and stick on our discussion on the insult that the crown is insulting the Biafran people. Thank you. Your voice is cracking bad.
Good evening, everyone, and good evening to my able minister. I still remain Mazi Emmanuel Oremijus. Well, the topic of this evening, how I view it is different. It may be different from the views of everyone, but is pointing at one inescapable conclusion. And that is, we are getting to the tunnel, to the end of the tunnel. That's just it. Now, Mr. Charles coming out to tell everyone that they admit, including the killing of women and children, including labeling us a terrorist, a rebel, people fighting for their own freedom, people that they knew very well that they were the people that joined them together. They never existed together. They said they were rebels. First, they sold our mothers into slavery. They have no apology to that. They came back. Upon that, they joined us together. They have no apology to that. When we started fighting for the freedom of the Biafra people, they said we are rebels. They have no apology to that. Now, just because we are getting to the end of the tunnel, maybe they fear for the global change of power. Maybe they are suspecting that power is fast slipping out of their hands. They came out with cock and bull story. We have admitted that we killed you people. We have admitted that we have done all sorts of bad things. The same idiots, the same Britain who admitted that they have done bad against us, they are the ones prescribing, pardon me, they are the ones prescribing solution to it instead of asking the indigenous people, what are we going to do? What is solution to this problem? How are we going to end this problem? No. The same Britain never care about how we are going to end this particular problem. They are the ones prescribing a solution for them to end compensation. Who tells them that we wanted compensation? Let them go back to the memo that the idiot, Lord Lugard, that it will never go well with him, no matter wherever that he will be, he will continue to suffer in totality, because that man is evil. I read about the memo online that joining the south and the north is like water and oil that can never mix together. Somebody knew of this whole thing many years ago, what we are passing through. Somebody in the person of Lord Lugard knew about it many years ago, yet he joined Nigeria together for the selfishness of British Empire, for it to benefit them. And someone will wake up tomorrow and tell me that God bless Nigeria. It will never go well with any church who says God bless Nigeria. It will never go well with anybody who says God bless Nigeria. And it will never go well with Queen Elizabeth, the Jezebel. I know that she is perishing in hellfire. It will never go well with anyone who sits and monitor and watch the Biafra people die. It can never go well with that person. I remember as Emmanuel Oremijus. Thank you, everyone.
God bless you. God bless you. A roaring lion. You know, what you are saying is exactly
Gaddafi, I am not hearing you. We are not hearing you again. What is going on? Okay, Biafrans, can you hear me?
hello. Sorry, I'm sorry. My sister, when it matters most like this, you fire on. Thank you. Like what I was saying, one of the giants in the industry calling the Biafra Unite himself will soon be with us. So, like as we are saying, you know, it's like when goats eat your yam and he's standing at your presence and, you know, running his mouth, and you are looking at this goat. You don't, you feel like strangling, in fact, cutting off the head of this goat. Do you know what they destroy? My whole family were wiped away because of this. These people call themselves British. They kill everybody in my family, like I've said several times. Now you come to tell me that you want to compensate me? Chai, you know, Chicken said, insult will always be there because they look at him finish and cut his neck and give to children. That insult will always be there because this is insult from the highest order. So Biafran people, I want to ask the Biafran people, if these guys mean well for us, the first apology is should have to bring our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to show us that there is remorse in them, to show to us that they have done also another recent atrocity for abandoning their citizen in dungeon, underground prison, underground detention made up with rock. That Aso Hill where they kept our leader. Then this guy did not come to tell us, Biafran people, to show the sign, the sign of remorse, and we are doing all we can to make sure from today to in 24 hours, your son will be free, which is our citizen. He never said such a thing, but he come to tell us compensation. I don't know. They forgot that the people in charge is Autopilot IPOB. We are in charge, not all those POS, DOS set of people. Negotiation is not in our book. You know why I trust Simon? There are two incidents that make me, I come on my car for Simon, our prime minister. The day we went to meeting with Igbo world criminals, Igbo wicked criminals, wicked Igbo criminals, that is WIC. Mazi, the Honorable Minister, please, I will give you mic very soon. Now, before I go to my sister, Obe Biafra, you know, well, I know that these people that is in charge now, they don't hear negotiation. One, the day we had a meeting with wicked Igbo criminals in USA that gathered from all over the world, giving our prime minister a heavy pressure to bow and to give up for this agitation. And all of us that attended the meeting with our prime minister, all of us were they refused us to speak. We were writing message from left, right, center. We are telling them we are non-negotiable. The freedom of Biafra is non-negotiable. Even when they call our prime minister today, Mazi Sonny, to come and pray, Mazi Sonny told them that I did not come here for prayer. That is when you have men that took the oath, their own oath is the oath of conscience. Like me, Gaddafi, my oath is my oath of conscience, because any wrong thing I do, my conscience will always tell me. Anything I do, whether good or bad, my conscience will always tell me that you are doing good or you are doing bad. So our own oath is the oath of our conscience, not the oath recited through paper. That is bullshit. To me, it's bullshit. You are not an oath member. Those that are oath member, they are killing each other. They are killing their brothers, ordering them to be buried alive. But they claim they took oath to defend Biafra. There I see the lions in this Autopilot, because Autopilot is now in charge. So Prince Charles should take his apology and compensation. He should take it far from us. Far from us. Far, far, far from us. Now, this is the new dimension that our leader promised the Biafran people through Mazi Simon. The new dimension has arrived. The new dimension has come. The new dimension is here with you. That is why, like I said, when we are starting, I told people there are three sets of people we have that exist on this earth. The people that make things happen, which Autopilot and the Biafran Republic government in exile fall into, and people that watch things happen, and those fallen demons that carry the story. And when they get to the road, they turn the story upside down. So our prime minister, please fire on, fire, while we wait the arrival of Biafran Unite. He will soon join us in the studio. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Gaddafi, the Honorable Minister from the Police Division, and also honorable minister from the media. See another honorable minister there. Ada Biafra, Obi Biafra. The fire that breathes inside this lady is unimaginable. Right from when MNK was kidnapped, and even before MNK's kidnapped, when MNK visited a province in the US, she stood with MNK and said, Oyendu, I will stand by you. Until then, she's still here. She is not running after one Nigeria. Election came. She did not back down. She was giving it to them woto woto. They say, who is this Obi Biafra? They don't know that that name alone. Obiagili is the name. When they get to know the meaning of Obiagili, they will understand.
Even when Peter Obi came from the same village with Obiageli Biafra, I don't give a damn. Even when Peter Obi decided to disorganize IPOB because we are from the same village, I don't give a fuck.
Tell them all. Tell them. So I must appreciate Obi Biafra. And Reminos, I must appreciate you as well because you are doing a very good job. And if there is a possibility of us making this your 1G network to be catapulted into 5G network, so that when you're online and talking to us like this, it will be very, very strong. We will talk to our ancestors in Biafra land to do it. And also, we also talk to the mad advice from Biafra land, because that is the only madman that gives us useful advice. When we use them, they work out very well. So we must continue. If we look at what Britain has done to us, only what they have done to us alone is more than enough to use stone and break all their castle and break all their temple and break anything that has to do with them. That 12 Downing Street should not be standing by now. Why is it that wherever there is disaster, wherever there is destruction of lives and property, wherever there is subjugation, wherever there is everlasting slavery, wherever there is exploitation and exploration, wherever there is suppression, wherever there is genocide and massacre, you must always see Britain hand inside it. Why is it so? India that you see today fought to get free from Britain. Britain surmounted on their sword, natural sword that God gave them. Britain sat on top of it and said inside their own land, they can never touch that sword or make use of it. Until God touched and raised a man that was ready to break that mantle. That is how you see that Muhammad Ali, that led the freedom of the Indian people, led Indians to get their freedom as we see today. So if there had not been someone to stand up, the Indians would have still been in the hands of Britain. Now, if America as well did not stand their ground to fight to get free, they would have still been in the hands of Britain today. Britain has caused us so much havoc. Britain has caused us so much damage. Britain is the backbone of all destruction in Africa. Forget the fact that you now see when they want to do it, they now use some people to front it. Britain are the ones behind it. So if Britain at this very day, after the forceful amalgamation of the entire indigenous people in Nigeria against their own will and existence, Britain did this. Britain enslaved us. Britain exploited all the resources that we have. Britain killed and then stole, and they used it to develop the British Empire. This is what Britain has been doing. And now Britain is telling us they want to use money as compensation to justify the massacre, the genocide that they have done to the indigenous people of Nigeria in entirety. We cannot believe that after 100 years of the forceful contract that Britain used our ancestors and our present generation to put inside and sign that their business, after the expiration of the 100 years, that Britain can still have the guts in this clear day to tell us to our faces, I want to use money to buy you again. I want to use money to enslave you again. If we were told in our dreams, we will wake up and then say, no, this is not happening. But this is an eye-opener for people to understand something. That if after 109 years now, Britain, the crown, have the courage, the ability to stand up again and open their mouth and tell us to our faces that they still want to enslave us again. It is time for us to tighten our belt very, very well. Our sit at home is a message. This is to tell you from the message of Britain that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not an ordinary thing with no hands of Britain. Because Britain saw that us going with the mandate of no elections, seeking for the emancipation of the Biafran people, and going with every ethics and standard that MNK had put on ground, that we would have attained a higher and a greater height by now. They decided to buy some people in. They decided to have a plan of kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And since he was kidnapped, they claim he was using their own passport. But up to today, they cannot come out and then speak for his release. And instead of them, at the very last hour of them about to reenact and extend the slavery that they started for one Nigeria on the 29th of May, instead of them to have just come out and then say, okay, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let us use that one to buy the heart of Biafrans and see what happens. The next thing you had them say, they were telling us to our faces that they want to come and buy us again. They want to use money to pay us and then take us to become the bigger slaves again. A big slap to our faces. We have Biafra Unite in the house, the gallant man of old, the man that speaks and the voice resembles that of Oyelu. The first day I heard your voice on YouTube, I thought it was Oyelu. I said, let me listen to this broadcast again. Is it an old broadcast of Oyelu? I listened, and then I got to know that this is Biafra Unite. I said, no, God makes people in different ways. But with different gifts. So, Biafra Unite, the gallant man. There, we welcome you to the studio.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, everyone in the studio. Thank you, Akbarawa Sonny. And thank you. Sorry for that. Thank you, my dear sister, Obi Biafra. Thank you, Gaddafi. And thank you. I don't know. There's another comrade here, which I can't see his name. Thank you, Biafrans who are listening. Thank you who are watching, wherever you are joining us from. I greet all of you. This is your brother, your comrade, Mazi Odinanwa, speaking to you from Biafra Unite Television right here in the studio. Actually, I just finished my program right now, but Gaddafi called me and I say, yes, I have to join because we cannot get tired as long as the race is still alive. Thank you all. I remain here.
Mazi Gaddafi, we can't hear you. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Mazi Gaddafi. We can't hear you.
Biafra Unite, welcome. Please, Debela Ayode na nwa low key. Zawala Biafra Unite, maka ndị obi ọjọọ. Ịghọtara ya? Debegodi low. Everybody know you as Biafra Unite. Ada Biafra from Chicago is saying, welcome to the studio. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. I take your advice. Thank you.
Advice is very, very important because we don't want what happened to lizard to happen to lion, and lion can never fall to the prey of what snails are planning. Even as snails will advance to be part and parcel of meetings of animals with horns, a snail can never make it to that meeting in time, except the snail has to use number 6. And that number 6 is the advice from a madman that was given to a snail. A snail asks, how will I be able to make it to this meeting in time before every other person? He said, I cannot run so fast. I can only crawl. Do you know what Snail had to do? Snail had to go and then take like 10 days and then start pouring out that, what is it called? What is the gel? Okay. Snail had to start pouring out the gel, pour out the gel, pour out the gel, pour out the gel. Snail pour out this gel. The gel scattered all over the road that was leading to the meeting. So when it was time for them to start going, Snail had already started his own journey 3 days to that time. So when Snail just put his body on the gel rolled the snail with speed, and Snail was going far. Snail had already arrived at the place of the meeting because of how sleepy the gel was on the ground. So when it was time for the main animals with horns now to come and start their own journey to go to the meeting, whenever they step on the road, they will slip off. Whenever they step on the road, they will slip off. Whenever they step on the road, they will slip off. They want to advance, they will draw backward. They want to advance, they will draw backward. That was the advice that a madman gave a snail, and the snail was able to get to the meeting before the main animals that has legs. So Biafran knows the way. Mazi Gaddafi, refresh because we can't hear you. Just refresh and then come back. Click on your refresh button. Not the end, no, don't end the broadcast because you are the host. Just click on the refresh. Then it will refresh you, then you come back. Because if you hit on end, we are all out here and the broadcast will end.
Exactly.
So we appreciate our Biafra United that has been on the blank.
Thank you, my brother.
Now he's back with us.
Definitely.
And we are happy to have him fully back with full force with the Woto advanced pattern.
On the Ikai Buebia Cape Azoa. Obulify Kusinono. We move.
So if Britain is telling us they want to come and pay us more money to be able to buy us the more, we laugh. Because the massacre of over 160 Biafrans, the other ones that were killed with Operation Python Dance 1 and 2, the over 50 that were massacred in the house of Onyendu, the over 100 that have been massacred in Enugu, the ones in Izumbe and Yamufu, the one that goes on each and every day that has made the whole land to be under siege, the one that is happening each and every day. It means that the British government are not just looking for solutions, but they are looking for more of us to go down. Because if they were looking for solutions, what the British government would have done would have been to sanction all the criminals that they have in one Nigeria. Mazi Gaddafi, speak. Let's see whether you are back. Hey, you are not back, oh. Hello,
What
Mary.
happened? Is it because you brought me in, then your volume has to disappear?
No, it's not because of you. It should be from a studio.
Then he has to refresh again.
Refresh again. Go out and I think restart your system. Just restart your system while we remain inside. Restart your system, then you go and come back, then relaunch the web browser, then come in again. That's the only way you're able to restore this thing. So the news of King Charles or Prince Charles is very, very insulting to Biafrans, and we cannot take it nor allow it to go just like that. It was not too long when they say Queen of England died, and then they were now using it to make noise all over the media. We used that opportunity to connect the dots for them to know that it is not time for us to celebrate someone that massacred us and our generations and our future and aspirations and dreams, and even keep our leader in detention, and then they want us to come and start celebrating them. Celebrating you for what? Now it's time to coronate the animal that they call a Ewu child. He is now coming to tell us, I kill your brothers, I kill your children, I kill your fathers, I kill your siblings, I kill your children. And I am saying that I kill them. And I am now saying that I want to pay all of you for killing them, so that you will use the money to go and enjoy us. What kind of insult is this? Biafra Unite, please collect this mic. Fire this fire for us. Be good.
Thank you, my comrade, Akbarawa Sonny. Thank you all. There is something that we need to understand here. We need to understand something very, very important. When you hear that kind of advice or word from such a man, King Charles III, or whoever, there's a reason. Because we must start connecting the dots. What they have failed to understand is that these current Biafran agitators are not the same with the old Igbos or Biafrans that they used to know. That is number one. And number two, there's a reason, or there are reasons why he has to make those comments, or he has to believe that there is every possibility for him to succeed on what he thought. They know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so well. They know everything about him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their citizen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been living in UK for very many years, so they know him. All his activities and everything started from UK. As long as Biafra agitation is concerned, he started it in United Kingdom. So they know him better. Now they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be bribed. So what do? They used some insiders, some certain people who are close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Britain is working hand in hand with the zoo government. So they use some insiders to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And these insiders they used in getting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they didn't just tell them, come, we need you to assist us to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. Something was involved. Something was involved. Because if you go to meet somebody like, as at then, if you go to meet someone like Chike Dozie and tell him to, sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like that, he will not do it. He can't do it. I hope my voice is coming out clear.
Yes, Mazi. Yes, Mazi. Right on.
Okay. So he can't do it. No matter how evil Chinasa Nworu is, if you go as at then, call Chinasa Nworu, tell him you want him to sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you want him to sell his location, and you want him to destroy the agitation, Chinasa Nworu cannot do it. He couldn't have done it. It's not possible. If you go to tell Chinasa Nworu that you want him to, to destroy the ESN, he can't do it. It is not possible for him to do it. So the British and King Charles or whoever and the zoo government know what it took them to get these people to sabotage their master. They know that it took them not only a spoken word, because Fakali and all, they did not use jazz on them. It's all about money, financial power. So for them to be able to scale through inducing these people into, inducing these people with their financial power to sabotage their master. So they thought, so they are still the same. These people are still the same. The same kind of Nnamdi Azikiwe, the same kind of Emmanuel Ifajuna. They are still the same. It's still they are the same generation. So let us buy them over again. Because they have tried the first one and it worked for them. And they were able to track down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, know his location and everything. And when they kidnapped him, the agitation, they thought the agitation was going. And again, they managed to seal every single information, and they never revealed to Biafran people that our leader was in trouble until we had it from the zoo, including his own wife, never utter a word that, hey, I have not spoken to my husband for past 8 days, oh please, somebody should help me. And Radio Biafra was there. They have access to Radio Biafra. They were all there. They have access to internet. They have access to media. And what kind of wife is that stay for 1 week without speaking to the husband, knowing fully well the kind of husband you have is not ordinary husband like me, and you keep quiet? So British people, King Charles, have seen that these people are still the same people like Nnamdi Azikiwe. It's easy to buy them off. That is what gave him the mind, the morale, the audacity to think that he can buy everybody with money. That's why they are making those utterances you hear today. But on this very rock that Jesus has built his temple which is Peter. The modern day autopiloted IPOB.
Now so.
The modern day Simon Ekpa. The modern day Akbara Wasoni.
Fire
The
us.
modern day Obi Biafra. The modern day Gaddafi. The modern day Ugo Biafra. The modern day, these current Biafrans who are listening to us now. That is where they meet their Waterloo.
Mm-hmm.
That is where they meet their Waterloo. Because they never knew that we will come, even though we have been there. Yeah, we have been there, but they never met us because they didn't know that we will, emerge, even though we have been there, but because they never met us. They met the people they knew, but they never knew that we will come. So they thought that it's going to be business as usual. If we could get this man so easily because we have the financial power to buy off everybody around him in order to get him, we can still do it. Let us give it a shot. That's why you are hearing all those useless utterances from them. But now they have met their Waterloo. The only thing that will settle this matter is Biafra restoration. And when I say this matter, the matter is not on the social media. The matter is not on the media. Because we know that Britain has media power. The matter is not on radio. The matter is not on TV. The matter is not on Facebook. The matter is not on YouTube. The matter is on ground in Biafran territory. And the British is aware that the matter is on ground because the zoo government is giving them the scores each and every day. The zoo government gives them the scores every single day. That is what that is the main problem that they have. That is where the matter is. So, I say only, there is only one solution, only one. There are not two, only one solution. And that solution is the restoration of Biafra. And how do we do it? We have only two ways to do it, either by declaration or by referendum. If they want us to be civil, we do it by referendum. If they want us to go the other way around, then we have to continue doing what we are doing at the moment. And that is where we will have the declaration. Thank you for now.
Thank you, Mazi. Biafra Unite, the Okokonde of our time.
Thank you, my brother.
Mazi Criminals, are you there? Is your network okay? I want you to add something. Take like 5 minutes to keep the house warm. Mazi Criminals, can you hear me? Mazi Criminals, can you hear me? Okay, while you get that done, let's still go on. Biafrans, we want you to understand that, like Mazi Biafra Unite, Honorable Minister Biafra Unite just said now, these Efulefus, they know where we are holding them. Let us take you people back memory lane, small, just small, not be very, very far, just small. When MNK was just kidnapped, we started some trends like boycott all boycottables. Shut down everything. Disconnect everything, pipeline, and whatever is giving them the supply. We came up with many, many things. UK started getting it hot. America started getting it hot. When the sit-at-home was waxing like fire. And then they started having shortages in their supplies of oil and gas. Then they started shouting on the one Nigerian people. Where are you people? Oh? This was not the contract that we had. How is it that we took Oyendu and you people are still allowing these guys to work stronger? We are feeling the heat, oh. We are feeling the heat, oh. That was when you saw people criminal leaders, oh, IPOB leaders, oh, Igbo War Congress criminals, oh, and everything. They all came out.
Is my voice still okay?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now. We can hear you very well. So they felt it and then they understood. So the age of became became a bullet. Age of 4 became a bullet for them to use to shoot. Became the useful eye. So Ludo now came and started telling us how much we are losing every day, the budget. So Ludo quoted values for you and statistics of how much you lose in Southeast. Yet that money that he quoted for you cannot be used to develop Southeast every day. Because it was a mandate given to all of them to do. They tried everything. Soludo got into office. They gave Soludo another tactics. They say you have to bring in all those DOS, buy all of them, then give them the mandate of giving ESN amnesty. Let us scrap them. Bring them up. From there, we'll be able to enter them. They got some of them that were gullible for money. They got them. And they are working for one Nigeria today. So we can tell you with all conviction, they got some of them. Those that stood their ground and did not allow themselves to be bought off, like MNK said, some of you will be bought off. The spirit of Obabia, Sika, and Fejona are in some of you. And when the time comes, you will be bought off. And when you are bought off, it will not stop us from doing what we need to do and to going forward. We will still continue to move. And that is why we are still moving and we are still waxing strong. The message here is the sit at home that you do kills. It is a swollen pill that kills the enzymes slowly, slowly. When you hit the road, they will use guns and bullets to neutralize you. But you use a systematic way of speaking to the government. And then they start running Taga.
Biafra unites.
Yes, my brother.
There's something I wanted to bring to the screen.
You were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening. To understand this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us. from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Opa, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu, not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy.
You see?
But at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
Thank you. Thank you. Biafra Unites. This is a capsule. This is Ngugu, a package, a parcel. I want you to open it to Biafran people from your understanding and from the events of today. Please fire on.
Yeah, thank you, my brother, my comrade, Mazi Gaddafi. You see, based on what our leader has said, it's very, very simple. And but no matter how simple it still needs somebody who is spiritually inclined to understand what our leader is trying to say here. It's still the same thing. In fact, that thing that he said is what is happening today. He said he's not telling us to be strong, but he's telling us because this is what is going to happen. That their budget is over $20 billion. They will come and ask you to promise you to buy you houses in Dubai and the best cities in the world because they've got the money. But he said that this hardcore IPOB, and can I surprise you? When he was talking about he was speaking in parables. When he was talking about this hardcore IPOB, those who were born to restore Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself never saw the people he was talking about. I don't know if you understand me.
God.
He was speaking in parables and he was also prophesying. But he himself, the Odogu himself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, never saw the people that he was talking about. He never saw them. Because he knew he was not talking to the present crop of people that were very close to him at that moment. He knew. So he was speaking in parables. The people he was talking to, he never saw them. The people he saw at that moment were the people he told that they will come with money. They will try and buy you over. They will promise you heaven and earth. They will promise you house in Dubai. After he talked to them, those ones he was seeing at that time, those IPOB he was seeing, as at that time that he was telling them they will buy you over, they will promise you houses in Dubai, that their budget is more than $20 billion to fight us. When he's done talking to them, he said, but those who were born to restore Biafra, that is when he began to speak in prophecy. Those who were born to restore Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never seen them as at that time. But he knew that they will come. And he knew that their time of coming was very near. But he never seen them. That's why after he finished talking to the ones he has seen that he knew they are going to buy over, he said that those who were born to restore Biafra,
the autopilot.
He knows what he was saying. And we have arrived. We are here today to make sure that the word of our leader is fulfilled, that the promise, the prophecy is fulfilled. That is the reason why we are here today.
Yes, sir.
And the only thing the entire world will be rest assured is that we are not going to move an inch.
Bam, we are in charge.
We cannot in any way, it's not about what we say. We cannot move an inch, irrespective of the amount that they have prepared to use to fight us or to buy us over. This current IPOB in Autopilot cannot move an inch because they don't know how they don't know how this freedom is, they don't know how they don't know how hungry we are about it. They don't know how far we need, how much we need it. They don't know how much we cherish it. So they must be rest assured that we cannot move an inch, no matter the amount or whatsoever, no matter how much they have put in place. We will prefer to make our contributions and donations to support the Eastern Security Network than to carry that $1 billion to abandon the restoration of Biafra. So Britain must understand this, that the word of our leader was a prophecy that is already on its way to be fulfilled.
Thank you.
And we must make sure that the word has come to pass. His word, the word of our leader must come to pass on our own time now. Thank you for that, my brother.
God bless you. God bless you. First of all, I cite our mama Ada Ono. Ada Ono, I cite you. And also I salute you. I don't know who in the house. Our mama, God bless you. Now, Mazi Sonny, before I go to Remigius, Mazi Sonny, today our leader prophesies about 30 billion, over 20 billion, thereabout, they budgeted. Is it part of this money that King Charles is talking about, the compensation? If we link this thing together, I think it's part of this 30 billion or 20 billion thereabout that Prince Charles is talking about. I mean, King Charles, they thought are talking about as in compensation for us. What do you have to say, the Honorable Minister, Mazi Sani Abrawa? I know something is boiling before I go to Mazi Remigius and my sister Obi. So please, can you fire for 4 minutes or thereabout? Fire us.
Part of this money that Onyendu talked about here can come out from what Pastor, Bishop, Reverend Charles and King Charles of UK is saying. Do you know why I had to give him title of Pastor, Bishop, Reverend, and King of the Night? Because these are the names they bear when they come to deceive you. They bear these glorious names so that you will be cajoled into believing that they speak from the realm of the spirit. The same man that brought you the religion is the man that takes you as slave, the man that rapes your mother, the man that desolates your communities, the man that takes oil and then use you in exchange for the oil that he takes, the man that gives your father mirror to look at his face. And they say, this is mirror, this one you use it to see another world. Now our parents collect the mirror, look. They now say, now you have seen the mirror, we have to take your son in exchange to go and do slavery. So with this deception, this is how they came. That is why I use bishop, pastor, king of the night, prophet to exemplify them so that people will understand me very well. Because they will always tell you they see the world and they see what tomorrow will be. They went to the point of even telling us that they should teach us how to read, but not to reason. Because the day we will read and then reason, we will come to understand the secrecy of what they did to us. Today we have read and then we now begin to reason. That is why our eyes are open. That is why when they are telling us to our faces that they rape our mothers and sisters, and now they want to give us money in compensation. Our eye open because we the reason I'm now. We the understand I'm now. So part of this money is what they use to enhance the wealth of that kingdom. Part of this money is what they use when they did what? When they kidnapped Mazen Namdekan and they gave some people money in exchange. Part of the money is the same money that they use to continue to buy and buy UN, buy International Criminal Court, buy the Commonwealth Office, buy the OAU, buy everything buyable. When the UN attorney and when the UN secretary get to Nigeria and then saw dead bodies of babies and pregnant women that were cut to pieces by Fulani terrorists, and then that same man walked through, came out again and said, I am recommending that these same terrorists should be reintegrated back into the community to come and live with these people that they have killed their mothers and raped their parents, so that they will come to finish what they have done and then left it halfway. You should understand that that did not come from nothing. That came from the money that Oyendu was talking about, which they used to buy and to pay them off. The attorney of ICC came to Nigeria, also went and supervised thousands and millions of Nigerians in IDP camps who have been desolated from their homes. By who? By government contracted terrorists whose aims and objectives are the Fulanization agenda, to destroy and to take over the conquest. Then the attorney of ICC came out and said, you people need to intensify your actions on making sure that the reportage about this carnage, about what the terrorists are doing, are all sanctions, so that it will not go out beyond the ECOWAS body. So that before it even think of coming to the UN body, before it thinks of coming to the ICC body, we will know that we have covered the tampon. That is why ECOWAS was the one to be used by UN, EU, UK, and US to advocate for a contract of 2 years for the terrorists in one Nigeria by the federal government. The federal government signed a contract of 2 years with 100 billion naira to be given to terrorists. Every 2 years, they are paying them for kidnapping you, for raping you, for cutting people to pieces, and for destroying your livelihood. The economic jihad that you see that happened in Lagos and the one that is ongoing, it is part and parcel of the contract agreement that is given to them. And who was used to make this contract work out? ECOWAS body. Who used the ECOWAS body? It is the UN, it is the UK, it is the OA, it is the EU, it is this British contraption, this empire that you see here. So this money have been used in diverse ways. This money alone is still part of the money that you hear the pastor and bishop and the king of the night and prophet of doom of British Empire here, calling himself King Charles, telling you that we want to come and give them this money again, so that when they collect the money, the blood of their children will still be singing inside them. It is part of the money, Mazi. It is still the money. And the Biafran people are not after money. When they took us to cross the sea, when we resisted and said, no, we cannot continue to be slaves. It is either we die inside this river, we revolt, or we remain here. Then we drown. They call it Igbo landing. Since then, have they done anything about it? Was it not because of money that they did that to us? Was it not because they wanted to still use us to continue this servitude? They still wanted to use us to continue what UK had established many years ago. Wherever you are seeing destruction of lives and properties, of the prospect and the dreams of the people, check very well. Go and ask the genesis of the problem, and you will get to see that Britain is behind it. They will always use money and their interests to safeguard everything. Thank you, Marty. Thank you.
Yeah. Mazi Remigius, I don't know if you heard when we played the prophecy of our leader, Mazi Nandekano. Mazi Remijus, can you use 2 or 3 minutes and fire what you have to tell the Biafran people from what you make out of the prophecy and what is happening now? What can you tell the Biafran people, Mazi Remijus? Thank you. You have the mic.
Good evening.
God bless you. Fire on. It seems you mute yourself, unmute yourself and speak, please.
His internet is having problems. I don't know if he can hear you.
Can you speak up? Okay. Ada Biafra, are you there? Please get ready. But from this side,
I'm here. Yes,
let me just from this. Let me just from this side. Your network is okay. I don't know from your side. Ada Biafra, I'll forward the question as Mazi Remedios to you from the prophecy of our leader. Let me just, when you come back on this thing, your speaker is okay. Signify us to allow you to speak. So, my sister Ada Biafra, from the prophecy of our leader and when we talk about the money, the compensation is all about money. And the one they budgeted to fight us, and the one they've been paying to Tom, Dick, and Harry in this fight we are, and the prophecy of our leader. What do you have to make out from the proposal of King Charles or Bishop Charles? You know, when Sonny was talking about exchanging, using mirror to exchange for somebody's son, you can still see that these people use oil to exchange. They use Mazina Dekano to exchange for oil. Even now, this present time, they still do the same thing because of oil. That's why Mazina Dekano was kidnapped. And let me remind you guys something. When we are trying to find out the location of our leader, this guy, this pastor of Bring Back Our Girls that run into US, he made a tweet. He said a top official in British government told him categorically where our leader was kidnapped. Rone Omokare. Something Omokare. He tweeted, he said, a top senior government officer official from Britain told him that our leader was kidnapped in Kenya. And that means the British is involved. For their top government official to reveal it to Reno Mokari, meaning true, they were involved. So my sister, use 2 minutes and fire what you think that you understand in this whole thing.
So even a blind person is supposed to know that the British, the Caliphate, connived with Fulani terrorists to do whatever they want to do. You know, they thought that this is the time of Ifajuna. This is the time of Ohaneze Ndoshi, who love money more than anything. That was why immediately the Fulani said anybody that wants to give them Nandekanu, they should pay them $100 billion or whatever. This is not the time we need money. What we need is freedom. What we want is Biafra referendum, not money. Keep your bloody money to yourself. Biafrans don't need money. You can never use money to buy us over. This is not the time of Ifajuna. This generation you are seeing today, hey, I am proud to be in this generation, I swear. This generation you are seeing today, if our forefathers can do what they did in America, where you see of Igbo landing. Have you seen Yoruba landing or Hausa or Fulani landing in America? If they can do that, how many years ago? How many years ago? We are ready to do more. We hate slavery. We are not slaves. We can never be slaves. We can never. Keep your blood money, or whatever you call yourself. Keep your blood money. You know they are seeing us. Let me tell you, CIA, all of them connive together. You cannot say it's only even America or even British or Zoo. Without them, three of them, with CIA, with all those security, our leader can never be tracked. Through now, our leader told you that they will buy you off. Are you one of the people they will buy off? Are you one of the people that will are you born for this period? You don't know why you are alive today. You don't know why God kept you. Many of your friends died many years ago, even from the womb, till they nurtured them, till primary school. Check back, you see that some of your friends have died many years ago. You don't know why you are still alive today. We are the group that will make it happen. And on them, that is why you see them, they are not comfortable. They are uncomfortable where they, you think that watching us? How are this generation?
It seems her network has shoot her out of the studio. You know that Biafra unites.
Yes, my brother.
The Igbo landing will soon round up because you've been busy all through the time. Now, you know, the Igbo landing, we are people who said that they are not going to be slave. They reject and refuse to be slave. This kind of slave that people are comfortable in Nigeria. These are the people that said we can never be slave. That is the lifestyle of our forefathers. As this generation, you know, these are, I could say, these are the generation of those people that are Igbo landing in US that drown. So instead of they will be slave, it's better than they never leave. So what do you have to say within the 2 minutes while we are rounding up? Go on.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. God bless you. This is the definition of who we are. To me, it's very simple and just very simple as ABCD. This is who we are. We hate slavery. We hate it. We hate it with passion, and we cannot in any way be enslaved. It is our lifestyle to be free as a free people, to live our lives the way we want it. It's been like that. Somebody, Ekwano, who they called, I forgot that his English name, was an Igbo man, of course. We all know his history. This is who we are. And the thing runs through our vein. The blood is in us, and it cannot stop.
Hello.
Okay, I have better now.
So, this very generation of Biafrans right now as it stands is not going to be a different people from the ones that they know in the olden days that refused to be enslaved. When I'm talking about the olden days, I'm talking about the olden days, not this Isaac Iwe of a people, not the Ifajuna of a people, not the current crop of criminals in the expelled IPOB, DOS, not them. The original people who existed before us. The blood runs through our vein. And the British know very well about this. That's why they are very, very careful when they are dealing with us.
Sorry.
So no matter, because you see, among the 12 apostles, there will always be Judas.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter our lifestyle, irrespective of who we are, we still have some saboteurs within us. It's like that. Because even in Israel, when the Israelites were in Egypt, not all of them supported Moses. But generally, we are these real and authentic people that love freedom. We hate to be enslaved by anybody or any people. Yes. So the Igbo landing you are talking about is real. And this is still happening up to today. That is the reason why we cannot rest until Biafra is free. And Nigeria is aware of it. Britain is aware of it. That is the reason why now they are bringing this topic now for compensation and all those nonsense. But we are telling them that we do not need compensation. We do not need apology. The only thing that we need as it stands right now is referendum. Failure to do that, then we will do it by declaration. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bagam. Thank you. Thank you, the great giant in the industry, in the Ministry of Information Communication. Biafra Unite, watching a mirror, watching a check. Mazi Remijus, please, I don't know if you're okay now. You can fire based on what is on the table. So please shoot your gun as we are folding up. Mazi Remijus, can you fire on? Mazi Remijus. Well, our Honorable Minister, please, I want you to start concluding. Okay. I had a sound. You are okay now. Please speak on Mazremijus. We can hear you now. Go on. Go on, we can hear you. Mazremijus, we can hear you. Go on. Can you speak on at least I can see your this thing is okay. Please, as we are rounding up, can you do your submission, please? Mazi Sonny, please take over the stage and do your submission. Hello, Mazi Sonny. Now, Ada Biafra, please you can use your 2 minutes and conclude in your submission so that we can fire on and allow Biafra to rest. Yeah, in your closing remarks.
Okay. Okay, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, anywhere you are joining us, I want to conclude by telling you that freedom is not free. It is taken, not given. Nobody is going to give it to you. Hey, when is that Biafra coming? Hey, when is that your countdown not finished? Hey, when is that? What have you done today? Ask yourself. Some of you asking such questions have nothing on your page, and you are a freedom fighter. No. Onye ka ị na-eche ka onye gị Gaddafi ka Ada Biafra ka Minista Akpara Wasoni ka Biafra Unite. Who are you waiting for? Anyukota mamiri ono megini ogba ofufu. United we stand, divided we fall. Don't wait for anybody. Take it by force. The little you are doing is making noise. How much more? You add a little petrol on top of it. How much more? Now for you. Zuga imagine Biafra land without ESN. Imagine Nigeria without Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine since they kidnap our leader. Imagine Biafra land without Simon Ekpa and Autopilot. One Ijihana Brokos. Ijihana Nkporo. They cannot do nothing. They are scared of us more than you are scared of them. If this man, Mkurumiri Harris or Charles or Kamamaha, I don't know their name because they don't know Ada Biafra from Chicago. They don't know my name, so I don't know their names. They want to buy us with money. Blood money. Blood money. They are looking. Our leader told you that he will never disappoint you. Have you disappointed that man? Have you? What you are doing today, if our leader come out, what will he tell you? God bless you. This is the face of Ada Biafra from Chicago. Obiageriako Biafra is my YouTube channel for now. I sign out. God bless you.
My Honorable Minister Sonny, please can you do your... Somebody just said that PM is live. I don't know how real it is, but whatever way, we are already sealing up. Please, our Minister, Honorable Sonny, can you do your closing remark? Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Gaddafi. I'm also checking if PM is live as well. So if it's live, all of us here will know. I think PM is not live.
Okay.
No, he's
So
not.
be that as it may, our message is very clear. The Biafran people are not asking for any other thing than freedom. And that is the freedom of every ethnicity that wants to be free in one Nigeria. That will happen on the platter of a referendum. So if you don't want to give us referendum, we will do it by declaration. And then we will stand to defend our freedom. Because just like Ada Biafra said, there is no place that I have ever seen that your slave masters who finds comfort in keeping you as slaves will now one day wakes up, carry a leaflet and gives you and says, sign this leaflet. I want to free you as my slaves. Ask your slave master first. When you free me as your slaves, who will be your slave again? How will you cook your food and eat? Who will wash your body? Who will go on errands for you? Who will you violate and manhandle every time? Who will you rape? Who will you use as usual? Who will you cut their heads to pieces? Who will you put on the ground and then put your leg on top and march as a footman? Who will be the person that you will always call black monkey? Ask yourself the question. It is not given, it is taken. And you have to do it with everything inside of you. That is why Onyendu had paid the biggest price. The price he has paid is for all of us to rise up and do the needful and to move the ship, continue to sail it till we get to the berth. Let us get to the jetty. Let us get down to where we actually want to arrive. Any distraction that comes is part of what we have to see on a freedom movement. This one that you see Prophet Charles and Bishop Charles and Chief Charles and Elder Charles talking today is still part of the train of the freedom, so that it will rekindle our mind and focus. And then we will come back to the understanding that the slave masters are not ready to let us go. And that they can never bring a paper and give you and say, I want to sign and then give you your freedom for you to go. No. That is why I made the illustration before by asking you, how can you ever see, or how will you ever think that your slave master will now wake up one day and say, I want to free you so that you will not be my slave again? When the slave masters enjoys from the exploitation of your oil and gas and the exploration of your lands, the bitumen, the Californium that worth billions of dollars of a gram. I mean of a gram, not of a kilo. Every natural resources taken from your land is a great importance to the outside world, and they enjoy it every single day. Didn't you hear when a university scholar said, we will not allow Africa to develop. We will make sure they become deplorable and remain like that. Because if they become something, the West will go down. So that is why Charles has come up to tell you, I am not ready to see that you people get free. But what I want to do is that I want to pay you people more money to enslave you the more. It is not in our own time, because our ancestors fought against this, and it cannot be a failure fulfilled in our own time and within our very eye. So remember the sit at home of Onyendu of 8, 9, and 10, and 11. It is very, very important. Biafra land should be under lock and key, and every rat or mosquito should not even make noise or sing song. Nobody wants to dance to the tune of mosquito songs because they are the best singers, mosquitoes. But at this very time, we don't want to dance to the tune of the music of the mosquitoes of Biafra land. So if mosquitoes' music are prohibited to sing the songs on the 8, 9, 10, 11, how much more something like rat or talkless of human being? Honor that day and keep it holy. This is our message, because our freedom will not come easy. It will come with brute, and we are ready to take it. They will matter.
Thank you. Before I go to Biafra Unite.
We are Biafran, nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land that is full of natural resources. Pretend divided us during colonization. No.
From the office of Prime Minister of Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, urgently notify everyone living in Biafra land to observe the 3-day sit at home, which will start on the 8th of May to the 11th of May for the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS dungeon. As their court ordered, the purpose is to protest in a civil disobedience against Nigeria government, who has constantly violated their law by refusing to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Failure to do this before the 29th of May for Nigerians' inauguration of their vice and presidential inauguration ceremony will attract a grave consequence from Biafrans all over the world. We the Biafran people unanimously reject in strong terms and with every arms available to us in order to withstand any further activities of Nigerian states across Biafra territory going forward. Therefore, every Biafran is advised to adhere to this announcement to save your life and that of your family. Biafra Media Warriors brings you this message.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Biafra Unite, please, if you are close to your mic, kindly do your submission from my studio. I'm seeing your network red, but I don't know. Please, you have the mic. Oh, wonderful God. Wonderful God.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Biafra Unite, please fire on your submission. Please, while doing that, remember to tell the Biafran people about the emergency fundraising we have tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, we have emergency fundraising tomorrow. Please, Mazi, Biafran Unite, you have the mic. Fire aimlessly, fire from left side, right side, center. Thank you.
All right, thank you, comrade. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. We thank you all for this wonderful day. We thank you and we bless the name of God Almighty. It has been a wonderful day, of course. Whenever we come together to do one or two things, God always take all the glory. Tomorrow is another opportunity for every Biafran who actually want the freedom that we are seeking for to succeed. Tomorrow is another opportunity for you to write your name in the history book. Tomorrow is another opportunity for you to push further for the restoration of Biafra and to edge closer to our promised land. So you must endeavor, you must avail yourself to make sure that you contribute to the restoration of Biafra. You are not giving it to me. I have said it time without number that I don't need your money. I don't need your money. I have said it time without number. I don't need your money. And the money that you are contributing for the restoration of Biafra does not go to my pocket, not even a dime. So when you contribute, the money goes straight to the appropriate quarters. You all know where the money goes. So if you are a Biafran and you are interested in making sure that the this very agitation succeed and Biafra is restored, you have another opportunity tomorrow to make it real. I cannot overemphasize on this. The date has been set. It is an emergency fundraising for the Eastern Security Network. Then another thing I want to say is for the upcoming sit at home, which starts on Monday, 8th of this very month of May 2023 till 11th of this month of May 2023, which is going to be 4 days. The entire Biafra land will be under lock and key. I have said it during my live broadcast. I said it during my pre-recorded broadcast. If you haven't done anything yet, you have not bought your gari, you have not bought your apple, you have not bought your yam, you have not bought your egusi, tomorrow is an opportunity for you to do so. Tomorrow is Saturday. Go out early in the morning and purchase whatever you need at home that will sustain you for the 4 days. Because this time around, we are going to take it very, very serious. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, my people. God bless you. I sign out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Thank you so much. You have been and you will always remain with us, and you will always be. God bless you. As we are rounding up, thank you, Biafra Unite. You are highly welcome. Thank you that anytime we call upon you, you always respond. God bless you. God bless you, and God bless you. Yeah, thank you for coming. And Ada Biafra, Obiaforo, you are highly welcome. Even from where you were, you still, due to the love you have for Biafra, from hospital, you join us. Wow, it's not easy. That is a huge sacrifice you just offered. I want to thank you so much for your love and your kindness. Above all, somebody was in the comment section, he said, I am proudly Autopilot IPUB. Like I said, you are the people that our leader talked about, the people our leader said that you were born, because it takes someone that were born to wake up from the hospital bed and join what is going on. So above all, I thank you so much for coming and being part of what we are doing. God bless you, Obi Biafra, as we proceed. And as we are rounding up, Mechiku Kike, Bagume. Thank you, Mazobi. And also our Prime Minister, the Honorable Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we salute you for your courage. Our Honorable Prime Minister, we thank you for, you are really the master of the new dimension. This is our tomorrow topic. We are trying to schedule tomorrow topic, the master of the new dimension. His name is Mazi Simon Ekpa. That's what we're going to discuss tomorrow. And please, I want you to go to Biafran Freedom Voice TV. It is our channel. But above all, Gaddafi or Biafra TV, please like this program, because I check, I didn't see any like there. Like and share so that it will always activate the bell icon so that whenever we come, you come. Remember, tomorrow we are going to discuss about the master of the new dimension. Our leader spoke about the new dimension. And when our leader spoke about the new dimension, remember, it was it was a prophecy that were fulfilled. The master of the new dimension. That is what we're going to speak about it tomorrow. The master of the new dimension.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him. and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Thank you. Thank you. Biafran people, the freedom we are fighting for is not any human being. Our enemy in this autopilot, our enemy is the zoo and the Britain who has seized our freedom. These are our enemy. These are the people we are fighting. All those people, like I told you from the beginning, that we have 3 sets of people. Every set are doing their job, like we are doing our own job, making things happen here. And the other set is also peeling their melon, taking the story and turning the story upside down. But it doesn't stop us. It doesn't stop us. And also the people that are watching things happen, I want to speak to you. Stop watching things happen and remove yourself from watching things happen and place yourself in the position of those that make things happen. We thank you. Remember, tomorrow is fundraising. Come with your Windows Might. Come with your Windows Might. Your Widow's Mite is important. Your Widow's Mite is important. Like we say, so your Widow's Mite is important. Please come and do that thing you used to do. And remember, we don't do it because we have. We do it because it becomes a necessity. That's why we do the donation. And you know, these people have budgeted billions from our oil, from our mineral resources, from our land. They use it to fight against us. So from your little, remember, David used only catapult and 1 stone to destroy the Goliath. As it was in the days of David, so shall it be in this our day. Remember, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in this our day. Above all, you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you as we round up.
This very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuka Biama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Uwe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu, Not if you know what the true God, one true God, you will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born, yes, to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong.
Are you hearing?
Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We are not going to move an inch, and we are coming to conclusion of this. Please go to Gaddafi of Biafra TV, subscribe, like, activate the bell icon so that
maintain this peace in Nigeria, in Sahel region, in West Africa. Considering the status, considering the situation at the moment, what do you think that the United Nations should do to maintain peace in this region? Because that is exactly what they set them up after the World War.
Yes, what they're going to do to maintain peace is to allow people that want to go via their own UN supervised referendum, or referenda, which is the plural of referendum, to allow people to determine where they wish to belong to. We are in a world today where you can no longer shackle people to a dogma that is outdated. We live in a world where you can no longer compel people to do something against their will. That is called slavery. I do not see the reason why some people will still attempt to justify, the clamping down or the demonization of freedom fighters in Africa. One thing you must bear in mind is this. There is a grand conspiracy going on. This is something that Africans must understand. You know the issue of CFA in West Africa, the French franc. France uses euros. But in Africa, the parts of Africa they control, they use French francs. The money that these people use, the currency, the paper currency itself, they mint it in Paris somewhere, and they bring it to Africa. France is a country that I love very much. They supported Biafra, as a matter of fact. I care about them. The problem in Africa, unfortunately, are we Africans. You don't expect these people to come down to solve anything for you. It's for you to solve it yourself. I remember I went to a very influential diplomat's office in Brussels, at the EU. I went to his office, and we presented our case about how they're killing us and everything, and that we are peaceful and everything. The man said, any day you people are serious, we will know. Do you understand the meaning of this? Any day you're serious, we will know. How can somebody come to your backyard, rape your mother, kill your sister? You're going to UN to go and complain to them. UN will say you're stupid. Don't you know what to do? It's only by repelling these demonic forces that the world cannot come in and say what is happening. If there is no war in Nigeria, UN will not talk. If there is no war in Nigeria, CNN will not cover it. If there is no war in Nigeria, there will be no emergency debate at the House of Commons. Never. At a time in your life, you have to say enough is enough. What we are asking for is defined in law, and the law protects it. It's called jus cogens, which means in Latin, nobody can deviate from this. Nobody can. It is a fundamental right to agitate for your freedom. It's your fundamental right to do what IPOB is doing. No court, nobody can derogate from it. That is international law, which the zoo signed up to. But we are there every day deceiving ourselves. Let's go to court. We caught terrorists in our, what's their crime? Oh, they belong to IPOB. And you have a journalist, a Yoruba journalist that went to university condoning such evil. We are in Africa. We are conscientious, or people who should be conscientious, condone evil because of one consideration or the other. And I give it to white. Sometimes I say they say I am promoting white supremacy. No, I'm not. I am just being very factual. That is one thing that white people have that we Africans do not have. When you make a law, you keep that law. That is why that statue of woman you see all the time that is blind, people don't know the meaning of it. You go to court, you see a woman with sword. On the left hand is maybe Holy Bible, I don't know, Holy Quran. And you see that they covered her eyes. Go and check every law court. Do you know what it means? That the law is blind. So even you, as a judge or magistrate interpreting the law, you don't look at the ethnicity of those who are involved. You don't consider if they are rich or poor. You just interpret the law the way you see it. The law says that what IPOB is doing is correct. But somebody will go to police station and write and say, oh, they are terrorists. It's treasonable felon. Therefore, what is happening to us is coming from us, not from white people, not from anybody else. After all, the way that Britain is meddling into the zoo today called Nigeria is because we allowed it to happen. They're allowing it because Fulani is benefiting from it. Typical black people. And I must remind you that white people came to Africa. The Portuguese, the Spanish, the French, the British, the Germans, the Belgians, they came to Africa. The conquering army, the European conquering army that took over the whole of Africa, were not Europeans, they were Africans. They come into Africa and they use Africans to conquer Africans. It hasn't left us till today. And these are the things that we are fighting. That is why I keep saying that the best thing that IPOB could do for black people is to change the way they reason. Once you change the way they reason, you will see all the difference in this. Remember when we used to tell our Yoruba friends and brothers that the Fulanis are coming. Nobody believed us. They mocked us, they ridiculed us. They said, even today, if you watch Chinese television, mostly Yoruba journalists in Chinese television, they are making the exact same mistakes that allowed the Fulanis to come this far. They never rose up to condemn them. They never interrogated this Janjaweedism, this march of the Fulani. And as you are saying this, something occurred to me. Do you know that the Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria is now advocating that the Fulanis must have a ministry for cows, a commission for cows? I hear one of it. It's in Vanguard newspaper. And you're all in one Nigeria. 21st century, and you're discussing the movement of cows. There is no justification whatsoever. We are in the mess we are in today because we allowed it to happen. Any day we rise up and say enough is enough, the world will take notice. That's what we are doing. You asked about ESN. Why won't ESN come? The first rule in nature is self-defense. It is so common. It is called tort law, T-O-R-T, tort law. Which means that even a mad person knows about it. You don't need to go to court to justify yourself. You come to my land, you kill my mother, you rape my sister, you cut them into pieces, and then you go. When I confront you, you tell me you want Ruga. You want Fulani in every state in Nigeria. Who told you that? If you're going to give this preferential treatment to cattle raiders, then why not motor spare parts dealers all over the country? Why don't you give them land and give them loans? People see the truth in the zoo and they keep meandering, they keep hiding from it. After all these years, look at the likes of Modo. After messing up for years, now his eyes have suddenly opened. They now know that what IPB has been saying is right. That's the thing with our people. No single apology to any idiot, wherever they may be in the world. I'm in America. I don't give a damn. No apology to any idiot anywhere they are. ESN has come to stay. We are going to die there, all of us. Let them bring that their nonsense to our land and we'll teach them a lesson. They can do that always in Yoruba land. We take their land and just bring it, we'll die there immediately. So they can see with their 2 eyes. Hausa may have fallen for them very cheaply and easily. Gwagi or Gwari people may have fallen for them. Nupe may have fallen for them. Egala, some parts of it may have fallen for them. But you see the land of Biafra. We will not surrender Biafra, never, ever, ever. There will be no Ruga, no cattle movement of any sort, none whatsoever. They can bring all the families they like, they cannot settle in Biafra land. They can settle elsewhere, but not in our land. ESN has come to stay without apologies to any idiot, to any fool. We don't apologize to any idiot. Did you see the lady that was caught up in? They raped her and they cut her into pieces. Did you see it? Did you see our mothers being raped in Enugu? It's all over the place. They came to Nimbo, they massacred our people. All we did was to cry, to write on Facebook, oh, please sign here. We want to petition the House of Commons. They accuse us that we sign here. After signing, what happened? Our cases are there everywhere in the world. If you ask them, they say, no, we don't want Nigeria to break. No, we don't want. But America broke from British Empire. Canada is a free nation. Is that not correct? Under British influence before. Now you're telling me to do the same thing that you did to make America great. You're saying that I cannot do it because you're white and I'm black. God punish the idiot. God punish the bastard. I'm saying it openly. What you did in America to make America great, what you did in Australia to make Australia great, what the French people did because I'm a black man, you are telling me I have to give my land to a bunch of reprobates from the Sahel to rear their cattle in my village because I'm a Nigerian. God punish the idiot.
Oyendu, that is why we are backing every of your action and every of your decision. You know, we are going to make sure that we take a decisive measures and action, whether it is going to bring the international community or whether they will still write our story like we are writing their own story. It is something that we have to see. And because of what you just said now, there is, if you permit me, I will play just one video that is very, very important of our brother, that also shed more light on what you just said now, making America great again, or making your people great, and you don't allow us to do our own. That is something that we have to talk about often. You cannot come and tell us not to do anything on our own, but in your own country, you want to do everything and make it the way you want. So let us play this video for our viewers to see. Very, very important. Very, very important. One moment. Oyendo, are you hearing this video?
I'm loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you very well. I'm here.
Because they don't want me to put it online. I've tried to pull it, so let me play the audio. So
yes,
at least.
go ahead. Someone, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you hearing the audio?
No, I can't hear it. No, I can't.
Thank you, Biafran people. Thank you for watching. And we got to call it a day. Please go to Gaddafi or Biafra TV on YouTube. Subscribe. Click the on the bell icon and like it so that it will activate it for other people to see it. And above all, tomorrow we are going to discuss the king of the new dimension. The king of new dimension is our tomorrow's discussion. And please prepare your questions, prepare your contributions. You are going to call in the program and say your mind. You are going to call in. It seems, I don't know if our leader is here, is going to be, if Master Simon is going to be live. If not so, I would have taken calls because I see the event of the day is something that we cannot overemphasize, you understand? But I want to let you be, by tomorrow, we have a discussion called the Master of the New Dimension. The Master of the New Dimension is something we need to discuss. And also, there's an information we got that some children carries address in their hand, claim to miss their road. As a good Samaritan you are, decided to take them to the address you see in their hand. You will end up being killed. It happens. Please, if you pick anybody that are missing his way, kindly send the person to police station. Do not take anybody to the address wherever you see in their hand. That is a trap. That is a setup. Please, they've killed us enough. I want you to be wise. You will see a child claiming to miss her way or his way with address of a place in the child's hand. If you see it and decided to help, You may not come back on that journey. Please, if you see anybody miss, any child misruled, be a good Samaritan by taking the child to police station, not to the address you see in the person's hand. This is the important information. And again, those people that are claiming hitman, haunting your fellow volunteers, be warned, be warned. Remember, nobody monopolizes violence. Know that. And remember that Dibia was also Buru Dibia. Know that. We are here for Biafra. A Biafra is not my enemy. My enemy is the Janjaweed, the Caliphate, who, in conjunction with the British that are holding back our freedom, these are my enemy. Those ones that choose to, that their freedom fighting is Mazi Simon Ekpa and Honorable Azunkacha Swankwo, or some of us in the media, or some of us in the Autopilot. You are making a very big mistake. I'm not your freedom. I'm not the freedom you are fighting. So stop fighting me, because you can fight me and leave. That's one thing you must know. Ezoku Bondo. You can't fight us and leave. We are born for this journey. We are born for this journey. Some of you that are causing this problem here and there, some of you have European passports, some of you have a US passport. You are causing problem here and there. Before you know it, dim. But we have shown our face. We put everything we have in line to stand for our people. We don't care the consequences. We damn the consequences. We are not even afraid of our enemy. Even unto death, we are not even afraid. So please, Simon Ekpa is not your freedom that you are fighting. For some of you that has a roasted plantain face, Mazi Simon, the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, is not your freedom you are fighting. Please, if you feel that he's not doing it well, go and do your own and fight it the way you think is the best way. Stop distracting us. Stop constituting a nuisance on the streets or in the social media, trying to think you can pull us back. You're wasting your time. Before you start this, your saga or whatever you want to start, go to history of them that has come before you and see how they end. And go back and ask your chi if you can beat us. You can't beat us. You can't beat us. You can't beat us. So we salute you that are watching me now. I salute you so much. I try to play your display your comments. Please, if I don't do it tomorrow, I will do it today. I think it is not easy for you guys to stay all this period with me without recognizing you, but you guys are many. I don't know how many I can recognize. Margaret Chuku, I cite you. Margaret Chuku. Lawrence, I cite you. We have Ama Uche, AB channel. AB channel, we see you, we salute you. Amaka, please, say Amaka Celestine, say I'm an old man. In case if I didn't see you where, if I call your first name, say I'm talking to you. So say I'm old man. So Amaka Celestine, I think, yeah, Amaka Celestine, I see you. Daniel, I see you. Margaret Chukuya, every channel repeated. Oleke Magnus. Olake Magnus, you say Ophobi. Yes, Ophobi. Ophobi will move us greater heights. Ada, oh no, our mama in the house. I don't know. Don't worry. On a good day, I will answer you why I never set up my super chat. I purposely did not, and I don't want to do it. By every standard, okay. By every standard, I'm qualified for it, but I purposely did not. For some reason, best known to me as a person. Don't worry. I see your heart. You are the giver. I see your heart. Thank you. When that time comes up, you got to see it. So my sister, I don't know. Ndobisi Chuku, I cite you. Thank you for coming. Osamaka Nicholas, I see you. Osamaka Nicholas said, good evening, Mazi Gaddafi. Thank you. Gaddafi Novika Inheimu. Thank you. Blessing Chuku. Blessing Chuku. I need to, we have unfinished business, Blessing Chuku. But in whichever way, thank you. Onwuka Felix. Onwuka Felix, thank you. I cite you. I see you, Onwuka Felix. Somebody is Enter Biafra. Enter Biafra, I see you. Very, very important. Enter Biafra, I see you. Prince Olo, Prince Oka. This name look like a name I used to know. Prince Oka, I cite you. I cite you. Please, I will try to call, salute as much as you guys that come, because it's not easy. Tall, it's not easy. It's not easy for you being here. Brown, I cite you. I salute you as well. Please, if I jump in, no vessel. BMO, BMO, I see you. I see you. Amechi, Amechi Biago, Baigo. If I know call and wear, no vessel, but you understand your name. One man of God wanted to write Holy Spirit. 7 places he made a mistake. They asked him, sir, you made a mistake in 7 places, but he said, I hope you understand what I was trying to write. He said, yes, that is it. So, I'm okay. Let me, if I don't call your name well, I will display it here so that you know that I'm talking to you. So you have seen your name. God bless you. Gift favor. Gift favor. Gift favor. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Gift favor. God bless you. Namdi Ogo. Namdi Ogo. Or Ogu. Thank you. Namdi Ogu. Thank you. Kingsley, my namesake. God bless you. And also Amaka Nicholas, I see you. Kenny, okay, I see you. Kenny, okay, I see you. All of you, for the want of time, please, pardon me. The time has been fast spent. Oliver, I cite you. Oliver Ozochi. God bless you. Hey, my mama, Diana, are gone by day. My sister, my mama Diana are gone by day. You know, I miss you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. You always come. Aloy Shots. I see you. Truth TV. Please, no be me meet you. Na network meet you. You know, I wanted you to speak. Truth TV, please. I don't know. I don't know. It is where. God understand your heart. Florence Chukwu. Florence Chowe. I see you. Franca Okonkwo. I know not be my own Okonkwo. I see you. Thank you. I just want to do justice today because it's not usual. Frank Okonkwo, I cite you and I salute you. Thank you so much. Florence Chowe. Oh yeah. And etc. etc. Thank you all for coming. Those that I did not call their name, please pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. I salute you all. God bless every one of you that come. God bless you all. God bless you all. I thank you for everything. I salute you all. Thank you for coming. Long live. I salute Biafra Republic government in exile and all the ministers, all the cabinet, all the head of department head. I also salute my comrade. I salute you all, you Prime Minister, the head of government, Your Excellency Simon Ekpa. I salute you. I salute our defense minister, Honorable Azunkacha Swankwo, our chief and chairman of advisory committee board, Mazema. I salute you. I salute all the media personnel that with us, even those in the Twitter, Goodman and Ifeanyi Nwora and the First and Exodus. Oh, many of them. I salute you all. I salute you all. I salute you all. Thank you and God bless you. I can't thank you guys enough because you are the reason why we are here. Without you, there will be no us. So I thank you so much. I thank you so much. Tomorrow, this is the sign of tomorrow program, the New Dimension King. Thank you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
The spirit of Biafra, who did free Nnamdi Kanu, get it for Melo. I chibon one nanyasi, get it for Melo. One chire one get it for Melo. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for Melo. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha, get it for Melo. I chibon one nanyasi, get it for Melo. One chire one get it for Melanie. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for Melo. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha. All the things to do, we could think of what he told us. Now we should have ability to reason. They started to create division among us. Hey, take our resources and left us fighting. I'm more Biafran than you are. I'm old member than you are. Biafran's Biko Chitapa. Abaipa Furunevika. I'm more Biafran than you are. I'm old member than you are. Biafran's Biko Chitapa. Abaipa Furunevika. Get it for me now. I chibon one nanyasi. Get it for me now. One chire one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha, get it for me. I chibon one anyasi, get it for me. One chire one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta kwa nakaya diocha. Ofonogu koji eteje. Aruneme no bodo koji eti ututu nanyasi. Afufu nata akwa makobi wane. Arire bonu mo Biafra kuyenu. Ode chinchi. Akodo kwanye kaji. Anye nosi chichichi. Kanye kulie no rano my people. Get it for me. I chibon one nanyasi. Get it for me. One chire one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi. Get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha. Get it for me. I chibon one nanyasi, get it for me. One chire one get it for Melanie. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta kwa nakaya diocha. Only ask for freedom of indigenous people. They want to kill. Chukwa kikebiko do. They want to kill him. Osemela nuwo, get it for me. I chibon one nanyasi, get it for me. One chire one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha, get it for me. I chibon one nanyasi, get it for me. One chire one get it for me.